sole survivor of the 2010 side and is their top try scorer here in Hong Kong. Well, the United States pushed this morning local time against the spirited Tongan side, eventually winning that match in overtime when both sides were locked up at 21 all. Al Caravalli, the coach, has gone with the same starting 7 that started that match. Zach Test has stood out here in Hong Kong, as has number 3, Paul Emmerich. Capacity crowd here at the Cathay Pacific Credit Suisse Hong Kong Sevens. Brilliant scenes here. So-composed stadium. Capacity crowds we've had over the last 2 days as we build towards the cup final. This game will be refereed by Scottish James Matthew. Two teams met on Friday night, local time. It's the first game for both of them. A little bit rusty, and you can hear the support for the Japanese as they've been introduced to this capacity crowd. The USA winning that game by 5 points. Much different side from Japan now. They must have taken a lot of confidence over their victory against the Scots earlier today, and also their victory against China in the last match last night for them. But this is Paul Emmerich, the man that I mentioned, who's been one of the standouts. Clever now running wide to Suniula. More cross-play by the Americans. Clever out on the left. One way, then the other. Should be too strong. Well, he plays his club rugby in Japan, knows all about the tactics here. The power game now being applied, and good defence coming in by Japan. Spirited defence. And there you go, Takeri wanting to get on with the ball, the game, and that's what they've done. Quick throw in. Now the kick in, the foot race. Not sure whether that was the right option by the number 8, Tauripu. Now just giving possession back to America. And this is Paul Emmerich, ducking, diving and switching. 5 tries he's amassed here in Hong Kong in 2011. He's one of the new players as well, Justin Boyd, new to the game. Suniula, Todd Clever, evades the tackle of the high-flying Sakai, who came at him. Barnard, storming, strong run. Needs to release. Oh, slow ball coming back. 3 on 2. Justin Boyd going for the gap, and he's going to score the opening try for the USA. Fourteenth try on the series. First here in Hong Kong. The man from Dallas, Texas, the 27-year-old. Look at this, Clever moving it out wide. He got on the outside of Lottie Takeri, jersey number 11 for Japan. Accelerated through. Yeah, they call him the closer. Boyd back in the team after 18-month layoff with a dislocated knee. How's the kick? Just pushed away. Yeah, great start. He brings an injection of finishing speed to the squad. Winger in the 15-a-side game. Suniula with the restart. Lovely weighted kick, plenty of height in there for Zach Test to get up and compete. It's come the way of the Japanese. Yamauchi approaching the American half. Latuila, Sakai, Narita goes on the cut and they look to come wide. Kiaupu, big man on big man, good tackle coming in from Barnard. Advantage to the US. This is their captain, Matt Hawkins. Well, the polar bear, he's acting like a polar bear on the ground there too. Big tackle coming in from Takeri. just showing the inexperience there of Sione Fa'amoa. Te Aupu, man going into contact for the Japanese wearing jersey number 8. Second tournament after Las Vegas. Tongan-born, half Tongan, half Samoan. Just needed to pull back, and there's the playmaker for the United States in picture there, Suniula. This is good play from the US. Shalom Suniula. Big tackle coming in there from Latuila. And the Americans guilty of holding on. Quick tap taken by the Japanese number 2, Yamauchi. This is the playmaker, Narita. Things happen when he's involved in the game. The kick and the chase. Who's going to win? Good race there between Boyd and Toyoshima.
22. Time on.
So...
Player.
Let's just see, here it is. Ball coming in, Toyoshima and Boyd. Did anybody make contact? No, they didn't. It's very good ruling. And while that was being shown, the Americans had somebody in front of the kicker, and so penalty now for the Japanese. Narita with ball in hand. You can see Takeri out to the left there in the number 11 jersey. Lotte Takeri scored 2 tries for Japan earlier in the matches. When he goes into contact now. Clean out is too slow. I think it's been stolen legally. Yes, it has, by Paul Emmerich. Hawkins clears it out. Suniula throws the dummy, and there's a huge gap. He's got 75 metres in front of him. Big chase coming up from Narita. Narita chasing, but he won't catch the man with the ball in hand, the captain, Matt Hawkins. Great response from the US. Well, he broke the hearts of the Tongans earlier today by scoring the try in overtime. Well, they won that game by 26-21. Suniula, look at the chase coming from Narita. You can't question their commitment in the tournament. And lovely awareness and support play. American coach Al Caravalli talking to us a couple of nights ago. Emphasis on fitness and defense, the mental toughness also the key. A real trait of the American side. There you go, there's the notebook. Might be just writing down the good lines run by the captain. He also had Justin Boyd in support, so really doing well in this semi-final of the bowl. Well, Japan, they need to respond. They need to be patient. If it's not the right option, they just need to hold on. Good big tackle coming in from Clever. Well, Te Aupu got rid of him, needs to hold on, and now he's released it. It becomes a foot race now. Latuila on Suniula. The big fend. Good tackle coming in from Suniula. More possession, and Hawkins comes back to make a crucial tackle. Japan, they've got players out to the right, but they've knocked it on. And this is Hawkins. Now a chance for the United States to counter. Boyd. First try scorer for the United States. As now more play inside their own 22, and Japan guilty of being offside. Quick tap here by Barnard. Well, that's crucial. Latuila play on no problem at all. Coming through the gates was Lotte Takeri. And here's Boyd out to a skipper. Hawkins showing the power, hasn't got the pace, and he's lost it forward. This is Narita. Narita now looking for more support. Whoa! No advantage. So after 7 minutes, we head to the break with the United States leading Japan by 12 points. Japan support there in the stadium, 7 minutes ahead of them, and they really have been the giant killers in this tournament. After losing to the USA on Friday night, bounced back competitive against England on day 2. Zach Test for the United States in jersey 5 claims the kickoff. Better aggression from the Japanese at the breakdown, but more time with ball in hand for the Americans. And this is their captain, Hawkins. Suniula, step off his right, throws the pass, and this is Barnard. Eludes the tackle. Feeds it out to Todd Clever. Now Barnard, the chip and chase. Takeri should get there first. Well, obstruction there. Here is the Japanese coach, Wataru Murata. Fine player himself. 43-year-old. Captain the 15s. Went to 3 Rugby World Cups, 91, 95 and 99. And a professional rugby player. Signed on with some time in Bayonne in France in 1999. So I had a quick chat to him at breakfast this morning. He was confident they could beat Scotland. They've done that. Now it's a bigger scalp, that of the United States of America, and a good start for the Japanese in the second half as well. Sakai, too many options now. He's passed the ball just a moment too late because there were 3 players out to the right. Takeri was there, Iwabuchi was the other. Well, there you go. Paul Emmerich can't be, the 4 can't be standing for how many tries he's had here because he's got 5. Wow, Suniula, what can he mastermind from zone 22? Japanese guilty again of losing their feet. Zach Test, he really has had a tremendous 2011 Hong Kong Sevens. Lovely ball play, swift passing, and out to the try scorer in the first half, Justin Boyd. Defence comes across. Ball secure. Todd Clever has knocked it forward. Hawkins can't play because he's offside. And here's a chance for Japan. They need to capitalise on these opportunities because they're not getting too many. In comes the clean out. Toyoshima now with ball in hand. Here's Takeri. Takeri sizes up the gap and he's going to score his 3rd. Just what the doctor ordered. Lottie Takeri, the man spotted by the Japanese coach Wataru Murata at a training camp of all things in Japan. And look at this, it was the turnover from Todd Clever. The ball was lost forward, and look at that, a huge gap in between Barnard and Hawkins. Didn't need a second invitation. He's closed the gap. Crucial conversion coming up. Japan have closed the gap. Now 5 points. Well, Japan, totally different side on Saturday, and today here Sunday, local time here in Hong Kong. Opportunities, and Zach Test has become so good at that, claiming the ball from the kickoff. Securing possession. Clever, he goes backwards. Barnard. Emmerich, Barnard, Suniula. Boyd on the outside, not needed. The bounce passes, that's been knocked on. There we go, change for the United States. Miles Craigwell. Lovely story about this young man. From Boston, hard-hitting ex-inside linebacker with the Miami Dolphins until July 2010. Had never seen rugby. And he saw the collegiate sevens on TV in a diner in Boston. And he rang his agent and he said, I want to play that game. The infringement by the US. This is Narita. Well, he's got outside of Clever, and that is clever play from him as well. More support, and they're going to score. This is Japan at their best. Wonderful response by Katsuyuki Sakai. The 2 smallest men on the park for Japan have brought them back into this match. He's tied up the game, this for the lead with 2 minutes remaining. Playing for the survivors of the earthquake and tsunami. This to put them ahead, and he's done it. What a response from Japan. Narita, look at that. He's the architect. Got on the outside of Todd Clever. Too much pace. And then he just drew in the last defender of Suniula. And on hand. Sakai, beautiful play. Well, we're just into the last 70 seconds, and there is the American coach, Al Caravelli. He'd be disappointed at what's happened in the last 60 seconds, but still plenty of time left for America. More importantly, they've got the ball. Suniula, what can he mastermind from his own 22? Emmerich getting it out to this man, Miles Craigwell, that we spoke about. Ball in the wrong hand, but that's okay. He's got pace. Ridden to the touch ground. Now they're trying to push him out, but showing that strength from the American football days. Suniula, now he goes the other way. Tiberio, some fresh legs out there as well in Mulgate. Hawkins feeds Test. Zach Test, their top try scorer here in Hong Kong. Keeps going, pumping the legs, and he's broken free. Oh, just short. Needs support now. Playing the ball on the ground. There's going to be an advantage to the Americans. Tremendous defense from Japan. The quick tap. They're back 10. He's going on his own. He's been held up. He's been turned as well. Has he released? Well, seconds remaining only. That is the try line there, and you can see Matt Hawkins, the USA coach, or captain rather. Slow it down. Here they go. More possession. Suniula, they've got players out here to the left. Miles Craigwell, he's knocked it backwards. This is Emmerich. Japanese tenacious in defence. Now the clear out comes. Time is up here. Tiberero, Suniula. Oh, they've knocked it forward. That could be it. The Japanese are celebrating as if they've won the final. It is all over. The Japanese have made the final of the bowl here in Hong Kong. Celebration from the capacity crowd. And look at what it means to the players themselves. Well, they did it earlier against the Scots. No one gave them a chance. They've beaten America, and Japan, after 14 minutes, have beaten the United States by 14-12.